a short video by way of introduction to a series of videos that I'm going to be producing about the River Don, which you can see behind me. My name is Simon Firth. I spent 26 years with the Environment Agency. A big part of my job was working on this river in various ways to try and improve it, and I've seen massive improvements over that time working with the Environment Agency in the quality, the ecology and many aspects of the river. Recently joined the Don Catchment Rivers Trust as a trustee to try and continue my contribution, minor as it might be, towards the aim of improving the river. And I want to do these videos to try and draw attention to the river generally, get people engaged, interested in it, because I think it's a fascinating river. I think it's got a lot to offer in terms of all sorts of aspects, really, about, you know, like recreation, just general interest, walking alongside the river, looking at the wildlife, just enjoying the river generally. So I want as many people as possible to be able to do that, really. So these videos I'm going to produce, not all about me, they're all about me interviewing or having conversations with my dad, who's also a trustee of the Don Catchment Rivers Trust. He set Don Catchment Rivers Trust up along with another great guy called David Rowley in the early 2000s, and the work that the trust has done over that time period is incredible. The achievements they've made in that time have been incredible, and still a lot of work to do though, and the more people we can get involved and interested in the work that is being done, the better. So that's the aim of the videos, as I've already said, really. So my dad, what my dad doesn't know about this river isn't really worth knowing. And I want to download that knowledge so that that knowledge can, you know, be documented and used to educate people about the river and get people interested in it, really. And I'm going to do that by basically having these conversations with him at various points up and down the river of interest, and there's many of those. As I've already said, this is a fascinating river, and there's so many stories to tell. It's a river that's sort of got a life of its own. It's been massively impacted by mankind over centuries, really. Well, yeah, definitely centuries. And its story is fascinating, and it's one that needs to be told. So where am I now? I'm in Doncaster, next to the River Don, a place called Marshgate, adjacent to the local penitentiary. In plain English, that's the prison. What you can see behind me is the exit from the Crimsel rock chute, which was engineered to allow fish passage past a sluice, which is just sort of over my other shoulder. Again, sort of early 2000s. So I'm not going to say a lot about that now, because that's a subject in its own right and will be the subject of one of these videos. So yeah, I'm not going to say too much more. The fact that I'm sat here is in itself testament to the improvements in the river, really. It'd probably be sat under several feet of foam in the early 70s, throughout the 70s into the 80s. Also sat on a fishing platform talking here, and the fishing platform's only here because there's fish in the river, which people like to fish for and catch, which certainly wouldn't have been possible until relatively recently. So again, testament to the improvements that have been made, which I'll be talking all about in these videos. I'm not going to say a lot more about that at the present time. So yeah, I'll look forward to doing these videos, releasing them, putting them on the Don Catchment Rivers Trust YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope that as many of you as possible are interested enough to get in touch with the Rivers Trust, ask questions, maybe even get involved in some of the work that we do. We've just been given funding for a groundbreaking project based in Doncaster called All Hands on the Don, a project that has been funded primarily by the Heritage Lottery Fund, National Lottery Heritage Fund, and we've just received very significant funding to deliver that project, and we're just about to start it. So now's a great time to learn more about the River Don, and it's one of our greatest aims of the project is to get people engaged and interested in the river. So this is all part of that process, I guess. So enough said for now. Look forward to doing more videos and releasing them, and I hope you enjoy them. Thank you.